everyone, it's Lisa again with Leadership and Wellness Solutions. This is a second video in a series on addiction, and today the manager is going to ask me some questions about addiction.
Yes, so the audience is definitely grateful that you're here, and what I'd like to know is what does trauma do to the brain?
So when a child's dealing, say for example, is going through conflict at home, it really impacts the brain. They've done studies now that it's similar to when actually soldiers are going through the war or conflict.
Oh, okay.
And so it's showing actually the brain shrinks a little bit, but it's not permanent as long as the person has right supports in place.
Good. Okay, so when you say supports, like what kind of support?
So say if both your parents are abusive in whatever way, as long as you have, say, a mentor, maybe a teacher or someone like that, or even a neighbor to really be there for you, that can really be a supportive force in your life.
Oh, okay. So you can keep explaining what it does to the brain. I want to show everyone a bit of nature here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so when you're going through trauma, it does shrink a little bit of the brain. Because especially from 0 to 5, a child's in that developmental stage. And so they really need to feel secure, that having that attachment with the parents. And if that doesn't happen, it really dysregulates the child. And it can create some behavior problems as they get older. It's not potentially permanent, depending on the situation. But it's just so important to have a supportive home with the family.
So, in terms of the trauma, let's say, for example, look at this beautiful scenery here. And if you've had trauma and you're going through different types of stress, can you say that it's good that if they just take a little walk like this will what can this do for them?
Oh, yes, being in nature, they've done studies, it's gonna regulate your nervous system. So if you're a child, if you have access to, say, a park, or even being around, if you have any animals around you, it just will calm you and help you feel better.
What does that do? Helping them feel better. What does that do?
So it calms down the nervous system. Their heart rate will slow down, their pulse will slow down. They're gonna feel safe.
So psychologically, okay, like we said in the other video, they're triggered by mommy yelling at dad saying you're less than a man. So if the child decides to walk along someplace like this, let's say, the child's walking along, just thinking to themselves that maybe that the parents are upset because the child thinks that he or she is a loser, which is not the case. So getting out in this environment is good for the child. But specifically, getting out in this environment, what does that actually do to the child? So I'm the 7-year-old. I think mommy and daddy, mom's upset because I exist. What would it do for me walking out in this kind of environment, would you say?
It would help the child feel safe. It will help calm them, soothe them. But I have to make a note. Nature doesn't replace having a supportive adult figure in their life, but it will help make them feel safe in that moment, to calm them down, so they're not breathing as fast, and so it'll help calm them basically.
So let's say I'm walking along like this. Oh, just heard something over there. Just walking along like this. Let's say if the father decides to bring the child out, something like this, because the father sees the trauma the child has went through. What would that do for the child?
Well, it will help the child feel supported. It's a nice bonding time for the child and the father, and the child will remember those memories, and it's really just good for the brain development, feeling secure, having a strong father figure there with you.
So can we say that's part that could help facilitate early childhood development? What do you think?
Yes, for sure. And especially, it's been known, especially if, say, the child is a female, if they have a strong, supportive father, less likely to get into drugs, they're less likely to be promiscuous, they're more likely to go into university. So studies show that's so important.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
ringing.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should end it right now for the moment.
Sure, yeah. So this is only our second part in this video series on addiction. If you find it helpful, comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to know about more wellness content. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.